Today I'm just playing in the garage and I'm making 6 feet of straight edge slash square. Here's one I've already made. It's actually 3 framing squares welded together, and I've got that laser straight, and I left the square end on this one, but I wanted to make another one. I thought I was making this one and I made it 4 feet, and then I made it 6 feet, and I thought 6 feet might be too long. Why am I doing it? Because for some reason I have officially a buttload of framing squares that I've collected over the years. See? 1 buttload officially. So I'm going to take some of the ones that I held out, a couple that I probably will keep. They're just good squares, and I'll take a couple more, and essentially we're just going to weld them together. But there is a trick to actually welding them together and welding them and having them stay straight, because the weld is going to pull them in and out. So thought, why not? Let's do it. But it's pretty much just put them together, weld it, cut them off, file them straight, done. I'm just going to hold it straight against this straight edge, but no matter what I do, the welding will pull it back and forth. I'm a little down right here, but I got to get a tack in right here. We're bowing like this right now, but we can pull that in. Now my next tack that I put over here, we'll pull it back towards. A little bit hot in there. Now it's just a matter of, I'm going to do tack weld, back and forth. Still like this, but now to get it to pull back the other way, if we put a huge glob right here, it'll expand it, bend it back, and then it'll suck it in. We can grind it off and add more weld if we need to. So I'm roughly about 10 thousandths, taking my feeler gauges just to see how far off. I'm roughly 10 thousandths bowed this way over, you know, a good distance over. I'm doing about 1.5. So now to get it to pull back, I'm going to weld on this side, just a heavy bead of weld right here, and it'll shrink it back. It'll expand it and then pull it right back. But not too heavy, because that's not that much out. Left a little proud so we can trim it off. Now I do have a precision square that's precise to about 1/2 thousandth. So I can run that down and I can see we're golden. So there we go. Not bad. That same technique of using the weld to pull something one way or the other, you can see on this one. After I was all finished up, you can see the heat mark that I had to do here. I had to pull that side in. I've used this on things like trailer ramps, other metal things that were bent. You just put a bunch of welds, you know. If I put a bunch of welds on this side, it's going to bend it in. So if you got a trailer ramp or something that's really bent, if you just put a bunch of welds, you just weld a big long bead or something, it'll pull in a little bit. But I've done quite a bit of reforming, restretching with this technique, you know. Got something, you got oil canning on a car or something like that, on a body panning you've done, you want the metal to shrink, you just heat it up, and when it cools, it'll always just pull itself right back in. So, and polish that off. Quickly, if you don't know how to test your square, you take a nice straight edge right here, and we just put it down, we draw a line, you flip it over, you line it up with the line you did before, make sure it's a square up here, don't even look down there, because you'll play games with yourself. Just line it up right at the same line you just barely did. Draw another line, however far apart they are. is you half that distance, and that's exactly, this one's almost 1/8 of an inch, and so it's actually about a 1/16 of an inch out at the tip, at a square. And if they cross, then it's, you know, 1/8 of an inch, it's a 1/16, you know, in. This one is bent outwards. There we go, utilizing stuff I was just going to throw away. They test out perfectly square. You know, the 6-foot one is an expensive one. This 4-foot one isn't worth really making. You can pick these up pretty dang cheap. But this one, this is probably 40, 50 bucks for a square in a straight edge this size. And I can retire my old wooden one that I've had to, you know, run across the wood joiner a couple times to just make sure it's perfectly straight. So now Ginger can just use this as a chew toy. What do you think, Ginger? You want this as a chew toy? Huh? She says yes. So thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye. What do you want? You want the ruler or the ball? Get up here. Huh? Want the ruler? The ball? Get it. Let's go play. Come on.